left wing and right wing, leftist, rightist, capitalist, communist, and socialist. These words are all used to describe different political ideologies. You've heard them countless times. But I can confidently say that most people who use these words today don't truly understand their actual meaning. These terms have lost their precision because people use them without thinking critically about what they represent. So in this video, I'll explain the meaning of all these words. You'll learn the true meaning of these different political ideologies, and then we'll finally explore which of these approaches works best. Let's dive in. Both the words left and right were first used during the French Revolution of the 18th century. At that time, France was under monarchy. Kings and emperors from a royal family ruled the entire country. Society was deeply divided. Some people supported the royal family, while others opposed it, demanding democracy and change. The seating arrangement of the French National Assembly reflected this division. Those who sat on the right side supported the royal family. They were typically wealthy aristocrats who did not want change and wanted the monarchy to remain. Those who sat on the left side were revolutionaries and reformers, often representing the common people who wanted radical change from the existing system. Therefore, the fundamental definition of left and right comes from this historical moment. Right wing, conservatives who support the establishment and the existing system. Left wing, reformists who want change and revolution. Since the French Revolution, the meaning of left wing and right wing has evolved significantly. Today, the two political ideologies are perhaps best illustrated by American political parties, the Democrats and the Republicans. The Democrats are often called the left-wing party, while the Republicans are called the right-wing party. Let's examine the key differences. Separation of religion and government, secularism. Support for same-sex marriage and LGBTQ rights. Opposition to the death penalty. Support for open immigration policies. Higher taxes on the wealthy to fund social programs. Strong support for globalization. Environmental protection and climate action. Expanded healthcare access. Integration of religious values in government. Traditional definition of marriage. Support for the death penalty in some cases. Restricted immigration to preserve national culture. Lower taxes to encourage innovation and entrepreneurship. Support for free market capitalism. National sovereignty over globalism. Limited government regulation. It's important to note that it's very common for a political party or individual to hold opinions that blend both left and right positions. That's why we often describe parties as left-leaning or right-leaning rather than purely left or right. A better way to understand political ideologies is to divide them into two dimensions. This includes issues related to religion in public life, abortion rights, same-sex marriage, personal freedoms, cultural values. This measures government intervention in the economy. Far left, communism, total government control over the economy. All property and means of production are owned collectively or by the state. Center left, socialism, significant government control with a mixed economy. Key industries may be nationalized while others remain private. Center right, capitalism with regulation. Free markets with some government oversight to prevent monopolies and protect consumers. Far right, laissez-faire capitalism, minimal government interference. The market operates independently with virtually no regulation. The key principle: the more the government interferes with the country's institutions and economy, the more left-wing it is economically. The less it interferes, the more right-wing it becomes. Now the crucial question: which political ideology is the best? I want you to think about this for a moment. Based on everything we've discussed so far, what do you think? Is the left wing better or the right wing better? Pause for a moment and consider your answer. The correct answer is neither extreme is good. Neither the far left nor the far right produces the best outcomes. This can be said with near certainty, and history provides clear evidence. Extreme left examples. We've seen countries with extreme left-wing governments, like Maoist China and Stalinist Russia. Both regimes were notorious for mass killings, famines caused by poor economic planning, and severe restrictions on personal freedom. Millions died under these totalitarian communist regimes. Extreme right examples. Many Middle Eastern countries today exemplify extreme right-wing ideology, where religion and government are inseparable. In these nations, religious law governs daily life, and even minor violations of religious codes can result in severe punishment or death. Personal freedoms are severely restricted. Therefore, both extreme left and extreme right are dangerous ideologies. It's best to stay away from both extremes. However, both left and right have positive aspects that can be adopted by centrist approaches. The most successful countries in the world have found a balance. Economic freedom. The most prosperous countries in the world, such as the Nordic countries, Finland, Sweden, Denmark, and the Netherlands, maintain open and liberalized markets. Economic freedom promotes entrepreneurship and innovation, competition that drives efficiency, wealth creation, individual economic choice, immigration control. Some regulation of immigration has proven beneficial. European countries that adopted very open-door refugee policies without adequate planning experienced. Challenges with integration. Increased strain on social services. Cultural tensions. Balanced immigration policies that consider both humanitarian concerns and practical integration capacity work best. Access to healthcare for all citizens. Better overall public health outcomes. Protection from medical bankruptcy. Education. Public investment in education creates equal opportunity regardless of family wealth. A more skilled workforce. Greater social mobility. Long-term economic benefits. Social safety nets. Programs like unemployment insurance, disability benefits, and pension systems provide stability and security, which actually helps the economy by maintaining consumer spending during downturns. Environmental protection. Market forces alone don't adequately address climate change and pollution. Government regulation is necessary to protect public goods like clean air and water. Some issues remain highly contested with valid arguments on both sides. The death penalty. Specific tax rates. Extent of business regulation. Gun rights and control. Abortion policies. On these issues, different societies may reach different conclusions based on their values and circumstances. The lesson here is clear. Ideological purity is less important than practical results. The best approach takes the most effective policies from across the political spectrum. Economic freedom from the right. Social safety nets from the left. Open markets from the right. Environmental protection from the left. Entrepreneurship support from the right. Universal healthcare and education from the left. The countries that have achieved the highest standards of living, the greatest happiness, and the most stable societies are those that have found this balance. They're neither purely left nor purely right. They're pragmatic. So the next time someone tries to label a policy or party as simply left or right, remember that reality is more complex. The best governance comes not from ideology, but from evidence-based policies that actually improve people's lives. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and share it with others. For more informative and entertaining content, make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. We'll meet again in the next video.